سلام دوستان، مسعود هستم و اینجا کانال مسعود گیمره. اومدیم با یه بازی وارکرافت دوباره در خدمت شما باشیم. امیدوارم که از این بازی نهایت لذت رو ببریم. مرسی، ممنون که ما رو دنبال میکنید.
The restless dead await.
You're interrupting my calculations.
What does the shadow
Welcome
will?
to our village.
The
Insufficient
dead
food.
shall serve. What does the shadow will? This better be good. What does the shadow will?
کارکتر رازور یه هیروی قدیمی تو بازی وارکرافت، یعنی از سال 2002 که بازی وارکرافت اجرا و ارائه شد این هیرو بود، هم در مپ دوتا هم در دیگر مپ ها، و یک کارکتر خیلی قوی از خانواده اگلیتیه. یک هیروی خیلی قوی و محبوب بین پلیرهای اتکر پسند و همچنین یک هیروی گروهی و انفرادی. هم میتونی باش کاراکتر انفرادی بسازی، هم باش میتونی یک کاراکتر گروهی بسازی. در تمام نقاط قوت داره و نقطه ضعفی نداره این هیرو، مگه اینکه فقط HP کمی داشته باشه در اوایل بازی و میتونی با آیتم ها این نقطه ضعف رو بپوشونی. خب تا اینجا توضیحات رو دادم، بریم سراغ ادامه بازی.
Intriguing. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. This better be good. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me.
Hello.
Dead shall serve. What does the shadow will? For the Lich King, let darkness guide me, as the shadow wills. For the Lich King, for the Lich King, as the shadow wills. For the Lich King, none shall survive. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King, tremble before the scourge. None shall survive. As the shadow will. Die for the Lich King. Tremble before the scourge. Let darkness guide me. The restless dead await. For the Lich King. Intrigue. For the Lich King. As the shadow will. Darkness guide. As the shadow will. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let dark. What is it? The dead shall serve. For the Lich King. For the Lich King. This first blood. Let darkness guide. As the shadow will. as the shadow. Let darkness guide me. Die for the legion as the shadow.
Our allies' town is under
Darkness guide me. Tremble before the scourge. Die. Let darkness guide me as the shadow.
Our allies' town is under
The dead shall serve for the Lich King. Let darkness guide me for the Lich King as the shadow. Let darkness
Our
guide me
allies' town
for
is
the
under
Lich King. Let darkness guide me for the Lich King. This better be good. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills, let
Our allies'
darkness
town
guide
is
me
under
for the Lich King. For the Lich King, as the shadow wills. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me, as the shadow wills. Tremble before the scourge. For the Lich King. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me. The dead shall serve. They'll all be mine in the end. For the Lich King. What does the shadow will? None shall survive. As the shadow will. Die. Let darkness guide me. None shall survive. As the shadow will. The restless dead await for the Lich King. Tremble before the scourge. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me, as the shadow will. Die for the Lich King. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. The dead shall serve. Tremble before the scourge. The restless dead await. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Intrigue. This better be good. For the Lich
Welcome to our village.
The restless dead await. Let darkness guide me. This better be good. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will.
Our allies' town is under
Let darkness guide me.
Killing
For the Lich
spree.
King. None shall survive. Tremble before the scourge. Die. As the shadow wills. Intrigue. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. None shall survive. They'll all be
Double kill. Killing spree.
the shadows beckon. shadow will.
Greetings, my lord.
This for the Lich King. Let darkness guide me as the shadow will die. Let darkness guide me in truth as the shadow will. Let darkness guide me in truth. Tremble before the scourge as the shadow will. In truth. They'll all be mine. The shadows beckon. Guide me. Dead shall serve in truth. This better be good, as the shadow wills. None shall survive. Darkness guide me, for the Lich King. Tremble before the scourge. Intrigue as the shadow. What does the shadow will? In truth, let darkness guide me, as the shadow will. For the Lich King. In truth, let darkness hide. In truth, as the shadow will die.
Killing spree.
Our allies' town needs help.
The shadows beckon. Let them.
Dominating.
For the Lich King. As the shadow.
Our allies' town needs help.
As the shadow.
Double kill.
None shall survive. Let darkness guide. In truth. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness.
Welcome to our village.
Restless dead await. Tremble before the scourge. Die. None shall survive. Tremble before the scourge. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide. In truth, shadows beckon. This better be good. The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. This better be good. The dead shall serve for the Lich King. Die. None shall survive.
Our warriors
What
have
does the
engaged
shadow
the enemy.
will? Intriguing. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. Die. For the Lich King. As the shadow
Unstoppable.
intriguing. Let darkness guide me. This better be good.
Wicked.
Tremble before the scourge. None shall survive. Intriguing. For the Lich King. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills. Die. None shall survive. Intriguing. Die. None shall survive. For the Lich King. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. Die. Intriguing.
Monster kill.
As the shadow
Godlike kill.
let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Intrigue. For the Lich King. Tremble before the scourge. As the shadow wills. Intriguing. None shall survive. Tremble before the scourge. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. This better be good.
Our
What
warriors
does the
have
shadow
engaged the
will?
enemy.
Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. Die. Let darkness guide me. The restless dead await. As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve. What does the shadow will? Intriguing. My life for Nazur. The dead shall serve. Intriguing. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. The restless dead await. As the shadow wills. The dead shall serve. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. This better be good. For the Lich King. What does the shadow will? Let darkness guide me, or the Lich King. Let darkness guide me, or the Lich King. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. The restless dead await, as the shadow wills. The dead shall serve, or the Lich King, as the shadow wills. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me. True. For the Lich King, as the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King, let darkness guide me. For the Lich King, as the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. Truth. For the Lich King, as the shadow wills. Truth. As the shadow wills. None shall survive. Die. None shall survive. The restless dead await. Truth. Let darkness guide me. Tremble before the scourge. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. This better be good. For the Lich King. Truth.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
As the shadow wills. This better be good. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Restless dead await. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide. As the shadow wills. Darkness guide. None shall survive. In truth. Darkness guide me. Die. For the Lich King. What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills. I bid the restless dead await. Let darkness True. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. True. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. This better be good. What does the shadow will? This better be good. The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide. As the shadow will. Tremble before the scourge. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will. For the Lich King, the restless dead, the dead shall serve. What does the shadow do? Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King, this better. As the shadow will. For the Lich King, as the shadow will. Let darkness guide me. Die. As the shadow will. What does the shadow do? None shall survive. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King.
Thy bidding, master.
Intriguing. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide. Intriguing. The restless dead await for the Lich King. As the shadow will. Shall survive. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills. Tremble before the scourge. Intriguing. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Intriguing. Let darkness guide me. As the shadow wills.
Unstoppable.
The shadows beckon. What does the shadow will? Let darkness guide. What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. Is better.
Wicked sick.
What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. Intriguing. For the Lich King, let darkness guide. Intriguing. Let darkness guide. Intriguing.
Monster kill.
Let darkness guide. For the Lich King, intriguing. None shall survive. The restless dead wait. Tremble before the scourge. Let darkness guide. As the shadow will.
Godlike Oni.
Let darkness guide. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide. As the shadow will. Die. Tremble. Let darkness guide. They'll all be mine. As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Darkness guide.
Double kill.
Darkness guide. Tremble before the scourge. What does the shadow do?
Killing spree.
None shall survive. The dead shall serve.
Killing
As the shadow tremble before the scourge. Die. For the Lich King. Tremble before the scourge. Tremble before the sword. The restless dead wait.